she needs a Jeep endorsement, commercial, because Jeep is an acronym that I've come up with of the way she has been treated and not welcomed into the WNBA. Jeep, the acronym is JEEP, and that stands for jealousy, envy, egos, and pettiness.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel here, Just Simply Sports with me. I am Kaja. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you. Please hit the like and subscribe button. If you're not new, you've been rocking out with me. I appreciate you. You guys, oh my God, you guys. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but I come across different videos or tweets or things I see on social media, and I always think to myself, wow, like, how did you get there from that? It's like people go from point A all the way to Z, and I'm just like, man, did you like stretch before like you pulled a hamstring trying to get to that point? Because some things just really make no sense to me at all, you guys. Look, I'm gonna play this clip from Monica Mcnutt talking about Caitlin Clark. I'm sure some of you have already seen it. And if you haven't, here it is.
Two things. I think it has to show up in our storytelling, and it has to be encouraged by our families.
Yeah.
To me, right? And so covering the WNBA this past season, Caitlin Clark's rookie year, for all of the conversation that surrounded her, some which was fair and some which wasn't, the one thing that I cannot deny is the amount of little girls that were showing up to follow her, little girls with their parents, and the fervor and the energy there.
Why her?
Same thing.
Why her?
Well, I was just about to say same thing for Angel Reese when I had a chance to cover their games, but I think Caitlin represented. And again, some of this to me probably is not fair to her because it was not anything that she said or was truly based on her personality, but she was a white girl from the middle of America. And so she represented a whole lot to a lot of people, whether that is truly what she prescribed to or not. We can all say she is a dynamic basketball player and a force both on the court and the marketing sense. But I do think same thing with folks that may have fallen in love with Angel Reese that may or may not have agreed with everything they had to say either. We attach our fandom to these icons for all types of reasons.
I'm going to play this clip. I came across this YouTuber on YouTube. I'm not even sure how I did, honestly speaking. It popped up, I guess, in my algorithm. And I happened to click on that because I like to hear other perspectives from fellow YouTubers, content creators who also cover sports. And I found the comments to be interesting, if you want to call it that.
She was a white girl from the middle of America. And so she represented a whole lot to a lot of people, whether that is truly what she prescribed to or not. We can all say she is a dynamic basketball player and a force both on the court and the marketing sense. But I do think same thing with folks that may have fallen in love with Angel Reese that may or may not have agreed with everything they had to say either. We attach our fandom to these icons for all types of reasons, and sometimes they may not be based on.
Sometimes you just want to say, shut the fuck up, please. Right? Sometimes you just want to say, can you just shut the fuck up? Shut up! Quiet down! Monica Mcnutt, I'll let you answer that question. How come most people aren't watching Angel Reese in the South, the Northeast, and the West? Because she's not white? Because she's black?
All right, you guys. So obviously, if you like Ben Daniels' podcast, you should subscribe to his channel. I want to give credit to, obviously, his footage. It's not mine. I wanted to use it, though, because to me, it speaks to a larger point. And I really feel like I see a lot of comments. I see the comments constantly saying, you guys, meaning Black people, were those who are in the WNBA, who are the lesbians, the Black angry, transgenders, or however you guys word it, are always talking about Caitlin, keeping her name in your mouth. She's done nothing wrong to anybody. And I want to play that clip because to me, it's not so much of, in my opinion, the analysts that are covering the sports. It's the filthy comments that I think some people use for clicks, likes, for you guys to follow, because some of you like to subscribe to that way of thinking. If you listen to what Monica Mcnutt said, she said the same thing about Caitlin that she did about Angel Reese. Angel Reese is Black, so is Monica Mcnutt. Caitlin Clark is obviously white. So why is it that what she said about Caitlin Clark being taken as being a racist comment, but she said the same thing about Angel Reese inspiring Black girls, who come to games for her, who look up to her, however you want to word it, and that's not being deemed as racist because why? They're both Black. Every time someone makes any kind of comment, and this is not everyone who's a Caitlin Clark fan feels this way. I'm speaking to those who do. If it don't apply to you, let it fly. So for those of you who take every comment that someone who is Black makes, why do you always deem it as it has to be someone who is being racist and being a hater? Monica Mcnutt said quite a few things. I did not hear her say one thing about Caitlin Clark not being talented, so she was dynamic. Verbatim. That was the word she used. She said there are lots of reasons why people are inspired or why they come to watch games. And let's keep in mind that Monica Mcnutt is an analyst. Whether or not you like her as an analyst doesn't really matter because that is her job. She is out there live in real time covering the sports. So she has an entirely different perspective than we had at home watching the games. She gets to see firsthand the little girls that come with their parents and how they're responding to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese or whoever else in the games. Is it not possible that aside or along with her being extremely talented, that there are not little girls who see themselves in Caitlin Clark? Is that not possible? Do we live in this world we actually forget that representation matters? Representation matters, you guys. It matters. And I think maybe we're underestimating just how much. There are a lot of people who are in different sports or in different places in the world, and you have little girls, young men, young white boys, young Black boys, Black teenagers, however you want to word it, all the above, who see certain people in certain spaces and they feel like they see themselves in that individual. I am not a white girl. I'm not going to pretend to be white, but I can see how there are some white girls, in smaller, markets who see Caitlin Clark and they resonate with her. Is that not possible? I'm sure there are plenty of young Black girls who see Angel Reese and they say, hey, you know what? I can do what she does. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese obviously have a strong fan base and they're both entirely different basketball players. Caitlin Clark is highly skilled. Angel Reese, I feel like she's more of a hustle kind of player first. She's going to get out there. She's going to fight really hard to win. She's very competitive. She's going to rebound her ass off. And for some reason, it seems like there's not respect for different parts of the game. The game is not just someone who shoots. You have people who have to rebound. There's assists, there's steals, forcing turnovers. There's all kinds of different things that make up a team. So for those players who are not like, let's say, Caitlin Clark, because obviously she's highly skilled, everybody cannot pull up and shoot from the parking lot, okay? Everyone's not Steph Curry. Everyone's not going to be. In spite of how hard you may train, you're not going to be like Caitlin Clark. That's just who she is. You know what I mean? But for someone who wants to play, who looks up to Caitlin Clark, they're like, man, I'm not as skilled as her. Like, my shot's never going from that far back. Like, is it not possible that they say, hey, look at Angel Reese. She's in the WNBA. I see her rebounding. She's getting her layups. Maybe I can play like her and I can still go down this path. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of examples. Are we going to sit here and pretend like Serena and Venus Williams did not inspire a generation of young Black girls to play tennis? It doesn't mean they're not talented or that I'm being racist or anybody who says this comment is racist. But to act like that's not possible or it doesn't exist in this world is beyond me. And I feel like sometimes you guys make it seem like every time someone says something, they automatically have to be racist. Those of you that take every single comment that someone Black makes about Caitlin Clark as a racist or hating comment, you're part of the problem and why it seems as if everybody's hating on her. It's not everybody else. It's some of you guys and the way you think. If you are a basketball fan and you love the game of basketball as a whole, some of you I see reading the comments don't even watch the game. You literally only watch Caitlin Clark. You watch her clips on Instagram. You may watch it on TikTok, and you jump on the bandwagon. Yes, some of you guys jump on the bandwagon. You don't know why you like Caitlin Clark. You like her because you see everybody else likes her. You're watching her because everybody else is watching her, or you want to be a part of something and you want to tune in so that you don't feel like you're left out. If you really, really watch the game, and you say, hey, you know what? I like Caitlin Clark, but I feel like she needs to work on her defense. I like Caitlin Clark, but there's a friend of mine who says that she has poor lateral movement. If someone says that on ESPN, who was African American, who was black, the first thing you guys say is they're a hating lesbian. Monica Mcnutt is a married woman to a man. She's not gay. Shanae Gumake is a married woman to a man. She's not gay. Elle Duncan is married to a man. She is not gay. Andrea Carter, I don't know anything about who she's dating because her personal life is not really online. But nevertheless, it's like you can't give any kind of opinion or say anything outside of, if it's not Caitlin Clark, it's awesome and she's all the things in the world, with everything that's great and talented. It's like you're hating, you should be fired, you're disgusting, all these nasty, nasty things. And when I watch Caitlin Clark, even when she spoke out a few months ago, I commended her for speaking out about the differences and the inconsistencies in the pay for some of the players. She spoke about the black players paved the way. She's always been gracious about who her basketball heroes are, so to speak, if you want to call it that. It's like, if she can be honest about it, how come some of you can't? That's what I don't understand. Each one teach one, you guys. This is what the world is about. Simone Biles. I mean, there's a whole list of talented, generational talent, professional athletes who I'm sure have people who look up to them. Why are we acting like this is not something that exists in the world? And for Monica Mcnutt to point it out, mind you, she asked the question. She gave Caitlin Clark her kudos. She said nothing that was disrespectful. She gave kudos to her talent. She spoke about her being, how marketable she is. It's like you guys only took the one thing that she said about the little white girls coming to the game. Again, the games that she was there covering, where she got to see firsthand the impact in person, not via television, the impact in person of Caitlin Clark. And you guys took that one line and just erased everything else that she said to fit this narrative that she's black, she's hating, she's a lesbian, she's angry, they're all hating on Caitlin Clark, they're all jealous of her, all these different things. I'm pretty sure there are some in WNBA who may have been jealous, who may currently still be jealous. That is a possibility. But every time someone says something about Caitlin Clark and they're giving their opinion about her game or what she needs to work on or about her impact in the world, it doesn't mean that person has to be a hater or they're racist. Racist is such a strong term, and I feel like the racism comes from the people more so in the commons, not so much the analyst. And that's and the fact that some of you guys can't really see how content creators take those little clips or those little one-liners or two sentences and they turn it into something that gets you guys all riled up, and you're in the comments like, yeah, you're right, I love you, keep telling that truth and things of that nature. It's like you guys don't really see it, really and truly. Open your eyes, you guys. And again, if it doesn't apply to you, then let it fly. In response to that Ben Daniels said on his podcast, like, how come people are not lined up for Angel Reese? Most people don't like someone who plays hard defense or defense. People like, or they're more attracted to the offensive side of the ball. That's been the case for years now. You think about the NBA, right? Look at how Steph Curry, I love Steph Curry, who has kind of changed the game, who has changed the game. Look at how everybody's so fascinated with him knocking down those threes. Nobody really signs up or pays their hard-earned money to go to a game and watch somebody rebound and get a layup. Asia Wilson is extremely dominant. She's a well-rounded player. I think she's still the best in WNBA, but her style of play is not as appealing and attractive as someone like Caitlin Clark with the fancy threes and the cool passes. That's part of the reason why. Let's not act like that's not one of the reasons why people are attracted to her style of play. It's the same thing in the NBA with the men, be it black, white, whatever. We're talking about Luka Doncic. We're talking about the way he passes the ball. We're looking at the Joker and how skilled he is in spite of how slow he may run. You're like, man, how did he do that? I always say he's a walking triple-double. You look at him and he makes those passes to Aaron Gordon. You're like, how did he even know that he was right there behind him? How did he didn't even look behind him? Like, how did that happen? The no-look passes. Offense is appealing. It's attractive. If you ever heard Steph Curry when he did his documentary, he said he was always the smallest. He wasn't the most physical. He wasn't the fastest, but he always knew that he could shoot. So he honed in on the skill that he had. He has inspired a whole wave of upon millions of players who want to shoot the ball and be the next Steph Curry. That's the way sports work. And when you have people who have been chosen for whatever reason, people take to that person or people, that comes with it. There's nothing wrong in pointing it out and saying that's a part of the reason why they are successful. Let me know what you guys think now that you've heard my side of it. I will see you in the next video.